Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, October 26th. Facebook earnings out of the way. Lots of big earnings coming in this week. We had a UPS. Oh, my goodness. So, good stuff going on. We'll take a look here, taking a look here at the S&P. We're actually looking up just a little bit as we go into more of these earnings. Bitcoin really flat here this morning, putting in a double inside candle as of right now. So keep an eye on that for that to kind of consolidate here for potentially the next push up, which is what I would suspect. But we'll see. All right. Now, let's hop into a few charts. Like I mentioned, UPS did report, and they are moving on very nicely here today. I think for a day trade, I would look at the 220s. Off of those earnings, you can also take a look at FedEx. FedEx is just rocking this morning. It is up at 239.45, sitting in a nice little pivot here. Still working its way. It's up it's into this, halfway into this gap. We have a 50-period moving average. Take a look at those 240s. Apps, this was on the list the other day, and of course it pulled back. Yesterday came right back in, pushed on up, eating back through this candle here. We have earnings coming up, looking for a move above yesterday's close. I like it at the 90. So you can choose either the November or December. I did pull all these for December, but you can certainly look shorter term, because if there's earnings in a day or two, I would think that you might not want to hold through it, but if you do, that's fine too. Just know when those earnings are. FSLY, we looked at this during the day yesterday. Big bullish engulfing candle here yesterday, looking for continuation on that. All kinds of room here without a lot of resistance, all the way up to that 200. Looking at FSLY, the 55s. We had talked about ATVI yesterday as well. Really nice. Look at this. Several days up, so probably more of a day trade versus a swing trade at this point, because it is so far extended. However, that doesn't mean that it can't continue to extend itself. Looking at ATVI, really strong here. I like the 85s in ATVI. FCX, little copper, crept up on the list here. Like this move, big move up, a little consolidation push yesterday. We closed higher than these previous 4 candles there. Nice room to not just that fib line, I actually like it beyond that here to about 41.60. And I would look at either the 40s or the 41s there in FCX. Definitely broke this longer term downtrend here with this nice move up and a push. STLD. Yesterday we talked a little bit about new, a few of those there, and nice push up off of the 50 here. Hold on, let me just switch this real quick. Nice push up off of the 50. You can see nice up trending trend line pushing up through here. We closed right at that trend line yesterday, so looking for a continued move up there. We have room to that next fib line and then on. So in STLD, I like the 70. We're also hearing a lot more about the infrastructure and spending package. So as that kind of builds up, we saw a big move in new yesterday. You can also take a look at Alcoa, a little more quiet, but certainly one to look at. And X, like the look of Lex here, or FX, it pushed up off that 200 and made it up above the 50-period moving average. So all of those look pretty good here. Speaking of going back to UPS and FedEx, check out the railways, right? We have all of that built up demand to move these things through. So just get them off of the container ships, get them into the ports, and then get them out to all of those stores. So whether it's railway or ground, any kind of ground truck transportation, these have all been doing really well here lately. CSX is very reasonably priced here, and I like these at the 35 mark. On Bitcoin, continuing to just kind of edge up a little bit. You can take a look here at BITO. This is a new issue, obviously. It does have options already in it. Those came out very, very quickly. Had a downside close yesterday, so really looking for a move back up above the 8 is where I would look at it, and I would look at the 45s. Personally, I still like coin a bit better. Coin really strong yesterday. Nice volume in there. So we had this nice bull flag sitting in. I would continue to look at coin. I like the 350s. And we all watch Tesla. Oh my goodness, right? We just watched Tesla all day. I feel like that's all we did. Waiting for it to hit the 1,000. Yeah. Well, anyway, moving on off the news with Hertz ordering 100,000 Tesla 3s. Here's what I talked about yesterday, and it's a really good point, a little bit longer term to look at. If Hertz is going to have all of these vehicles, all of these electric vehicles, they're going to have to charge them, right? So at the airports, at their service centers, and then of course putting that many more on the road, places that for charging is going to be a big expenditure coming up. Plug here pushed really nicely to the 200. So take a look at Plug, like those 35s. These are all very reasonable. Blink at 31. You could look at ChargePoint. There's a lot of different areas to look at off of the play of Tesla. So you don't have to just play Tesla. You can, or Hertz, right? You can look at all of these other names that are going to go into making that project a success. So take a look at all of those here. And then lastly, Peloton. Like Peloton yesterday morning, we talked about it in the room. Didn't make the list yesterday, but we had this nice little doji candle sitting in here. We came in, hit the 34, touched the 50, looking for a move now up above that 50. I like the the Peloton 100s, and Edie got a new Peloton, so she can pedal us. Well, maybe her husband will have to just pedal us all the way up above that 50, headed toward the 200. All right, everyone, that is it for me here this morning. I hope you have an awesome day. If you have any questions, Heather C., Giving Tree Trading.